Hello and welcome to the TruGolf Academy. You've joined me, Jon Watts at Drayton Park Golf Club. Today I'm in my swing studio and I just wanted to do a follow-up on a video I've done quite recently. I'm going to put the link to it in this one here. And it's quite a complex area and I've had a few questions regarding it, but it's a really important part to understand. So I just wanted to go a little bit further into it. Now, I did the video actually in two bits. I did one, what the wrist should be doing in the backswing, but the real important part was the role of the wrist, the lead wrist in particular, for me as a right-handed golfer, my left wrist, what that was doing in the downswing. So what we see with the majority, as a quick recap, what we see with the majority of elite golfers is whichever wrist position they're in the backswing, whether it's a flat left wrist, whether it's a bowed left wrist or more of a cupped left wrist here, whatever the three wrist positions they're in at the top of the backswing, their lead wrist would be moving a little bit more into flexion on the downswing. The good news when that happens is the club shaft starts to shallow more onto plane rather than moving this way. So it allows us, it's not that we're pulling down the arms, we're allowing the arms to drop as our lower body starts the sequencing of our downswing. The other real benefit it has is it gets that club face in what will look like a closed position if you're not used to this, but it's marrying my spine angle. So what we're looking for in the takeaway position is the leading edge of the golf club to be the same angle as our spine. And at last parallel here, where the club is last at parallel to the ground, I'd want the leading edge of the golf club again marrying my spine angle. We see with some elite players like a Dustin Johnson, he's more so this way, so he's got more of a closed club face. It's much better to be actually playing from a closed club face because that will mean that you're having to hold the shot off, stop these hands over flipping, releasing. Okay, so what we never want to see pre-impact is an open club face because it's going to mean you're going to have to stop your body to speed up your hands to stop that ball going right to target. So we tend to get lots of shape, the bad ones generally being blocks and hooks. So we don't want to see an open club face. So I just wanted to do a follow-up part to the checkpoint at that last parallel with our club face position. So if you go ahead, get your top of the backswing position, you're going to feel that the glove logo is pointing to the back of the room away from the target as you start the downswing. So the lead wrist is moving into flexion. And the checkpoint at last parallel there is that the leading edge of the golf club is marrying up with my spine angle. I want you to go ahead and actually hit shots from there, and you'll soon get that feeling that your hands are very inactive. We actually want body rotation rather than hand speed, or what we call flash speed with the hands. So let's go ahead and try one. Let me click on the keyboard so you can see the ball flight. If I get it right, we should be looking at sort of a push draw, so something starting right to target, moving a little left, but I'm not worried about seeing pushes straight to the right as well. Left wrist into flexion, matching my spine angle, and now I'm just going to get that feeling of pivoting with my body, so my hips are moving up and to the left. Let's give that a go. Backswing, lead wrist into flexion, matching my spine angle. And you can just see there, that was a nice example, just a straight push. So push or a slight push draw, we don't want to see anything overhooking, is absolutely fine. So that was really exactly what we're looking for. The path may be a little bit more in to out than I'd normally be getting. The club face is open, hence it going right to target, but we're really feeling like we're actually taking the hands out of the shot rather than using, as I said, flash speed to try and square the club face. Please check out the other video. It's a very in-depth area, but with a bit of understanding, it can really help your golf game. Do post some comments and questions below, and make sure you check us out on all other social media. Lots of exciting stuff happening this year in 2017. So please check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All the details you need are coming along the bottom of the screen now. Cheers, guys.